Hello, BookTube. Well, yesterday's mail haul got out of hand, didn't it? We had only one periodical, but I talked for 20 minutes about it. We had a stack of books that ended with a piece of technology that has been giving me headaches ever since. uh, I have not, amazingly, I have not yet been able to find the sender. And the sender did not come forward in the comments of that video or in my email. If you're watching this video, feel free. My surly houseboy could not find any packaging for the thing, any labels or anything. That was all torn off. So uh, I'd love to know who sent it, not only because I want to thank you, but also because I have lots of questions for you. The machine is a 13-inch MacBook Air from 12 years ago, and that is a workhorse of a machine. That is not old technology. But it has lots and lots of work to do. It has lots and lots. It turns on. Perfectly functional machine, holds a battery charge and everything. Nice, clean screen. But there's a lot of groundskeeping to do. That it was not, in other words, whoever, if you're watching this video, you probably did a kind of quick wipe of the thing, and that is not sufficient with a MacBook. And that shows, because I am now dealing with all kinds of things, all kinds of tangles, cul-de-sacs where I need to know information that I don't know. So that sucked down more time than I really wanted it to yesterday. And I thought to compensate for that monstrous mail haul, we would do a very quick mail haul, just one package. There's no chance that I could get this to 40 minutes. I'm thinking 5 minutes. So let's see what this one single package is. One book in the mail. That's all. What have we got here? So this is a 2023 release. Comes out January, February, March, April. This comes out in late April. And it is a novel called The Weeds by Katie Simpson Smith. Another kind of attractive cover design. I don't know what's going on here. What have we got here? Have you ever flattened yourself, desperate to disappear, a single stalk clinging to the side of a column? No. No, I haven't. I'm a raving egomaniac. Is your bark striated and scarred? No. I'm a sexy 28-year-old with 8-pack abs. Do you grow in hard places against all attempts to cut and strip and shave and vanish you? No one is trying to vanish you. There's not a world full of enemies. So-and-so on Twitter is so tired. The sticker on your MacBook that says, "This machine kills fascists." No one's trying to kill you. So anyway, on the wrong tongue, could your leaves be lethal? That's a reference to my third marriage to Deb. It's none of your business. Katie Simpson Smith's The Weeds is the story told through a catalog of plants that take root in the cracks and crevices of the Colosseum of two women finding out what it takes to survive. It's a story told through the catalog of plants growing in the Colosseum. But it's the story of two women who find out what it takes to survive. It's a natural psychological page-turner shot through with subtle menace, an exquisite petal-level pain to the natural world, richly rendered historical fiction that also manages to be fresh, subversive, and darkly funny. A novel of love, ghosts, murder, and botany. Its direct dispatches from the lives carried out on, under, and despite the consistent oppressive pressure of patriarchy. The heel grinding the weed into the ground. I can't recommend it enough. The author is a woman. The publicist is a woman. 90% of the readership of this book will be a woman. Will be women. And yet, Gilead. I don't know when that's going to get old. Of course, any chance of it fading into the background is not helped any by a revanchist theocratic Supreme Court. It looks poised to strip even more rights from women in America. But even so, the author of this book is a woman. Her agent was a woman. Her publisher is a woman. The publicist is a woman. All of the readers will be women. But anyway, so that there's in the specific context of this book, there is no grinding of weeds into the ground. And I am not the enemy. If I find it bad, for instance. Let's see. But we get details, though. When Simpson Smith came across botanist Richard Deacon's Flora Colossea in an 1855 field guide to the plants in the Roman Colosseum, that element is fascinating. She couldn't believe the number of species, 420 in the mid-1880s, sprouting of what she'd always envisioned as a sanitized, unbroken stone. Going through Deacon's catalog, species by species, she researched their histories and uses, the threats they pose, and the secrets they hold. And as she researched, she began to write, two narratives emerging and intertwining with those of the plants. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, man. If I got this kind of idea for a novel when I was lying in bed cuddling with the bean, I would jump out of bed and do a dance. Oh, man. In 1854, a well-born thief, her nocturnal pilfering exposed and her lover an ocean and a husband away, takes her punishment in the jungles of the Colosseum and stays silent as Deacon reminds her not to include too many extraneous anecdotes or, God forbid, emotions in the list of species she provides. Oh, so he has his name on the book, but she did a lot of the catalog. In 2018, so it's a split narrative, but still both historical. 2018 is a lifetime ago. A Mississippi graduate student finds far fewer plants among the snarl of tourists, and an advisor who describes her as the Tenzing to my Hillary. But both women see, well, that's Hillary. That's not Hillary Clinton. I think you know what we're talking about here. That is Sir Edmund Hillary, the conquest of Everest. But both women see what no one else is looking at: the stories in the science, the trajectories traced through weeds, the gaps and bare ground where, as temperatures rise and the grass has disappeared, and as they pursue their desires in the face of disappointed hopes and gnawing self-doubt of violence, intangible but close enough to taste, each makes us complicit in small rebellions that grow and grow and grow. Right, whoever wrote this sheet is really earning their money. Like plants of the Gallium genus, whose seeds cling to clothing and tangle the bedsheets on sleepless nights, this book will disquiet you and stay with you, draw you in, hook you, swoon you, subdue you. The eerily exquisite botanical illustrations interspersed throughout capture the species in mid-decay, zoom in uncomfortably close to their strange anatomy, and form their own unconventional flora. I wonder if the advanced copy has any artwork. It might not. Oh, no, it does. Oh, look at that. This is going to have botanical artwork in it. Okay. Fantastic. All right, so the author is the critically acclaimed author of The Story of Land and Sea, Free Men, and The Everlasting, and was born in Jackson, Mississippi, and now lives in New Orleans. Okay, I am most certainly on board. Lush, intoxicating, and teeming with mischief. The book is a tense, mesmerizing page-turner about science and survival. Okay, all right, absolutely. All right, I am on board. Great, fantastic. So that is our book. That is our one book for this mail haul. Didn't go to 5 minutes because I got irritated, but I'm calm again because I don't ultimately care about culture war nonsense. I ultimately care about whether or not the book is any good, and I am definitely intrigued. Not intrigued enough to break the ban and read a 2023 book now. I've lapsed in that resolution a few times, too many this year. I've done it 3 times. I read 3 2023 books, so I'm going to set this aside. But now you know it's coming. So if that struck a nerve with you, it certainly struck a few nerves with me. It sounds fascinating. If it struck a nerve with you, well, you can prepare your library or budget a little money. This is going to be, do we tell me, a $27 hardcover that comes out. Let's hope they keep the blue cover. That'd be really nice. Instead of going the predictable green cover, right? This works much better. It's a little counterintuitive. So there you go. A nice, quick, concise mail haul about one really promising sounding novel. So I will wrap this up, and I will see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.